Welcome to the Canvas. I'm Azhar Zahid Carrim, and today I have with me a very unique artist. This is not like your regular type of artist. He doesn't just paint on a canvas. He paints on different types of surfaces like furniture, coconuts, and he also works with home decor, you name it. So I have with me Milinda. Milinda, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Art. It is an expression of skill, technique, and creativity. It's where you bring your imagination onto a canvas. I'm your host, Azhar Carrim. I am a producer, content creator, and an artist. I invite you to this show to meet other artists. This could be the creative, the hungry, the energetic, and the aspiring. And get to know their insights on their art, their creativity, and more about themselves. Want to know what it takes to be an artist? Welcome to the Canvas with Azhar Zahid Carrim. So Milinda, tell us about yourself as a person as well as an artist.
Okay. So I used to live in Italy and I moved to Sri Lanka 4 years ago. And I think living there was a major reason for me to do art because Italians value a lot art. And we have to study it from primary school to the end of high school. So I've been doing art, it was a hobby. And then I think another reason is my childhood because I used to live with in Italian aristocratic family called the Grimaldi. And they were like art collectors. And we lived in their mansion. And it was crazy to see their art, and they collected furniture, and they commissioned even works, and like doing frescoes at their place. And I can remember myself watching them work, and it was so inspiring.
Yeah.
Yes.
So from a young age, I guess you were just fascinated by your surroundings.
Yes, yes.
So tell us about your art style, like what you focus on.
Yes. Like I like to focus on like different type of designs that come from different countries because I myself feel like a cosmopolitan artist because like I feel that I belong to two different cultures.
Of course.
And so I like to explore different designs, and I really love the folk art because like they have really a story behind that. And yes.
So tell us about your education, your background, and your career, because you said you were in the hospitality industry earlier. So tell us about that, and how did you end up doing this?
Yes. So yes, when I was a kid, I wanted to do like art. There was a high school for arts, but then like my family was, what I'm going to do with like doing art, and you can't find a job. So I ended up doing hospitality management, and then finally graduated in economics. But I kept doing art as a hobby, and my mother was always pushing me to do this. And so I followed watercolors course with the son of an Italian artist called Antonio Nastruzzo, who was quite famous back then. And then I did painting on ceramics. That one, I hated that one because I was the only guy there, and the rest were like all ladies. And as a teenager, it wasn't very cool.
Because they think, what's this guy doing here doing
this?
Yes. But that's not like...
Yes, but today it's very useful, I did.
Nowadays, men are more open to like experimenting with the stuff you did earlier.
Yes.
So is it only like home decor you focus on, or have you tried other mediums as well? Because you did say you studied art from a young age.
Yes.
So what other mediums do you focus on?
Like now I'm focusing on home decor.
Only home decor.
Yes. Back then I used to do some work on canvas, like sceneries and stuff.
So now in terms of social media, that's where I found you and I saw your amazing work. Do you think social media helped you in any way?
Yes, it was a huge help because like I was posting my stuff, and like everyone was telling me you should do something with this talent now. But I was just posting, and And then suddenly one of my cousin shared some of my work, and then I got like a message asking if I am selling my stuff. And then so many others followed, and I said, wow, maybe I can do something with this.
So that was like the push technically for you. Yes. And what are your favorite pieces from your collection?
I love this pentagram that I painted with some Norwegian style designs called the Rosemaling. And like this was a very traditional type pentagram, and I used these North European designs, and it was a nice mix. And I can remember people saying that it looked like the Mongolian dowry chest. And yeah.
So because I see your work, does it have a lot of like history like in it, like a lot of because I saw your work in terms of the Persian Arts style.
Yes.
Tell us more about that also. That really fascinated me.
Yes, I love this like the Persian. They have like tile arts, and they like to like tell stories with these tiles. Especially there is like the Qajar family, and in the 18th century, and they used to do many work.
Lovely. And now let's talk about the COVID situation. Everyone knows like a lot of businesses were struggling, even creative. So now tell us, what was the experience for you?
Yes. With COVID, actually I started with COVID because I started like selling my stuff last year, and I was a bit stuck with the quarantine and all, and I was doing arts and
at the time.
Yes, I had the time, and it suddenly happened.
So in a way, the COVID situation technically helped you and gave you that push to go more towards this art career.
Yes.
So now tell me, what's one of the worst things you heard as an artist?
Yes. Well, I have to say, like, I like to do very detailed paintings now. And once, like, I can remember this guy showing my art and telling, you must having a lot of free time for doing this stuff. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I think still, the situation in Sri Lanka, if you're like an artist, people might be like, okay, that's not like a great career, and maybe you didn't study so well to do a job, so that's really, that's bad, I think.
Regular cliche like, oh, this guy must have not done well in school, so he... So now, you were born and raised in Italy, and then you shifted to Sri Lanka 4 years back. So did that affect your art in any way? Like, did you bring any of that Italian influence? Or
I think so, yes. I think that I have like a different way of seeing things, and maybe also the colors that I use are a lot influenced by Italian.
So now, let's talk about future plans. What's next for Milinda?
Yes, I would like to have like an exhibition, because I never did. And I would like to create like a brand of home decor items that like aims more on like quality, the best quality and not the quantity.
Of course.
And like I like to like make, if it's like furniture, I like to keep their function, but make them like pieces of art, keeping their original function.
Of course. And now let's talk about Workspace Essentials. When you're making this, let's say in terms of home decor, what exactly is the process, and what exactly do you need around you?
Yes, like at the moment I'm working in my veranda, and like it's a nice spot with a nice view of the garden. But I say it's not the ideal place, because I normally like it's getting everything very dirty with paint and all. So I'm planning to like make a different place.
You want a more quieter place? Or?
Yes, like a more privacy, and where I can be a bit more untidy, and
Do you find it more distracting in the garden around you, or do you get more inspired or influenced?
I get inspired by nature, but then there are people going, my family, and
they see what you're doing, and it distracts.
Yeah, that's distracting. Yeah. So normally I like to like buy old furniture and restore them. And it's a very long process, but I'm still learning about it, and I'm a self-taught artist about that. And like normally I follow like I watch YouTube videos, and I'm still learning, and it's very exciting like to get something that is bad condition and then slowly repair it. And
how long does it usually take for these type of works of yours?
For big item, even a month, because it's a very long process.
In terms of commissions, how are you doing? Like, is it coming on a daily basis?
Yes, like a weekly basis for like big items. But I have like many orders for smaller ones. Like my coconuts are quite famous now, and like I live in a like coconut estate. So I used to like collect the nuts with like a funny shape, and then I got this idea of painting them, and like people love it.
So, like, what was the initial reaction technically? Like you said, they loved it. So, like, did they know that you had this artistic side to you? Like, let's say, people were they surprised by it?
They knew it, yes, but like these home decor items, it was something new. Yes.
Do you have any regrets of leaving the hospitality industry, or are you happy with where you are?
No, I'm happy because, like, at the moment I'm not like a full-time artist. I'm working with my father, and we have like coconut cultivations, and that gives me a lot of time. Like, I think I started the art, like doing art, because I have time. It's like it's being self-employed.
So now, give us a few words of encouragement for the audience and for those watching.
Yes. Well, what I can say that it's never too late to like follow your dreams, and like if you have a passion, if you have a talent, you should go for it, and like try to do something. It's because it doesn't mean that you need to like sell what you do, but do it for yourself, and it gives a lot of satisfaction, and I think everyone should like have a hobby.
So thank you for coming to this show, Milinda. It was great having you, and I wish you the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you for having me.